Donald Trump won the election, won the popular vote. He will be the next president. There's no question about that. It's also one of the narrowest popular vote wins in U.S. history.
This is certainly as decisive as we've had in the Trump era. But as you point out, the numbers show still one of the closest elections in American history.
Trump even won the popular vote, get this, by less than Hillary Clinton won the popular vote in 2016. He got less than half the votes cast. That's right, he won a plurality, but not win an outright majority.
So, yeah, Trump has won the popular vote, but it ain't all that, my dear friend. What we're talking about is we're talking a very wide win for Donald Trump, but the depth, it's not particularly deep. It's actually quite shallow, historically speaking. Trump's mandate isn't all that.
They use words like sweet landslide and resounding victory and historic and unprecedented, and this is not the case.
He's clearly trying to bully his own party into acting as if they have a mandate.
And by the way, this idea that Trump won with some kind of mandate is not true. I mean, we have information there. He beat Kamala Harris by 1.6%. Joe Biden beat Trump by 4.5%, and nobody said it was a mandate. So get that out of your lips, out of your mouth, these people who are saying it's a mandate. It's not a mandate.
This was, in fact, not a mandate. What the American people want is for Republicans and Democrats to work together.
As you hear Trump and his supporters suggest, the election was this enormous wave in which a transformation swept across the country, in which Americans were just begging for a full MAGA makeover.
This small margin pseudo mandate.
Look, if you look historically speaking, Donald Trump is now under 50% in the national popular vote, barely under 50%, but he is under 50%. And I want to take a look and compare his popular vote victory to those historically speaking over the last 200 years. His popular vote victory ranks 44th out of 51. That ain't exactly strong. Some might argue that is weak.
But it looks like he's going to get around not 49.9% of the vote. So just shy of a majority. He does not have the support of a majority of the voters, the third lowest since 1888.
So before you sink into despair, thinking Trump won some sort of landslide or mandate, never forget that his so-called landslide is winning just slightly over 50% of the approximately 63% of eligible voters who bothered to turn out.
Is this a case where if Trump and his allies say something enough that it just becomes accepted that that's what it is? Or is reality potentially going to catch up with this mandate very quickly?
Right. Well, that's their habit, isn't it? Say something until enough people start to think that it's true.